right? Like you all, not all, whole world. We all are, coming across daily a news about coronavirus, and like you all, I'm also scared of, frightened, right? Terrified by this coronavirus. But today I'm gonna share a real experience uh, about coronavirus, right? Because listening by media, knowing by article, that may be right or that not be right, means sometime what happens, the media people or the article writer, they just exaggerate the matter. So the reality that we know is not 100% correct. uh, I cannot blame or claim, but today I'm gonna share the real experience that has happened with one of my friend. Right. uh, I was reading some book, English book. At that time I got a call, one of my old friend. He is my friend when we used to work along with. Still he works, but because of coronavirus nowadays, the recession is going on, so company has asked him to go, so he is on notice period. He called me. He didn't call me to say that he lost his job, but he called me about something, some personal issue. Meanwhile, he shared something about his. He said like, the things is not gonna well in 2020 with me. I said what? What happened? It's happening with all people. So he said, yeah, that is. But what happened with me? He is also diabetes patient, right? He had diabetic. So he said that he was sharing about last month's story. Today I got a call. So he said that last month I got fever and I go to doctor. Doctor checked my fever. It was high fever, and he prescribed me some medicine. I eat that medicine, and then thereafter, even though my temperature or my fever is not gonna down, it's at the same level. So after 2 days, even he diagnosed me with glucose or other medicine, but it's never gonna control. So he advised me like, go in doctor, go in the hospital. He gives some certain hospital name, uh, just get checked up, right? There may be you must be, or you may be suffering by coronavirus, because the symptom he had was similar to coronavirus. So he go, and he went to that hospital. That hospital charged 4,500, that is Indian rupees, 4,500. And he got his checkup, and after a while he got a result, and result was positive. It means he was suffering by coronavirus. Now what? As we all worried, he also worried, but he didn't share it with anybody. He directly came to home, right? His wife asked, any bad news, any news? He said, no, 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 it's normal fever. He didn't share. He didn't share with his wife, son, nobody, even family. But he took a leave for few days by office, like, I'm not feeling well, I have fever, so I'm not able to come office. But even he didn't share it in office. So what did he do? He just start using some home remedy. Home remedy means, he said that I didn't do any medicine. What did I do? I make kalha or gala, it is called in India. So what does it mean? That terms is, like we make a green tea. Likewise, the kalha is that you have to make the kinds of tea using some herb, and that herb was giloy. He said he preferred, or he said like, I brought giloy. Giloy is like, when you go in English, it says like heart leaves. So you can find giloy, Giloy, giloy. So giloy and some other remedy he made, that kala, the tea kinds of thing, and he started shipping daily. Apart from that, he shared like, in the evening or in the morning, he just warmed up the water. In that water he just squeezed the lemon or salt, and he drinks it. Oh, sorry, salt and lemon and one more thing, that was garlic. So he said like he starts using these all things, but still he didn't share with anybody. He also shared one thing, right? Like, when I got it, so at that period, whatever I was eating, so there was no taste. So it means like when somebody is diagnosed or getting across the coronavirus, it means he or she cannot taste anything. Means whatever you were thinking, eating, uh, it's not giving taste, right? It's like a swale, like that. He said that. So he kept doing the same routine, a schedule. After a few days, 4 or 5 days, he said like he recovered. He was talking a month later today. So I said, "Did you go? Did you get it checked up?" He said, "Why should I go? To go to checked up means again I have to pay money. So I preferred to not go." And he also said like, "See, I recovered, but he was also surprised that many people say that if you live with somebody, you might infect to other. It is a contagious disease." But he said like he was living with his family, his wife, his son, one of more family, but nobody get infected. Nobody get infected. I said, "Okay, Mister, you might be taking care of all mask and all. You must be quarantined. You won't be getting connected with those people." He said, "No, it's not like that. I was in contact with them. Yeah, I was alert because I was aware, but I was in contact with that. Being a same house, it's not possible that you always be away." So anyhow, they were in contact with those people, but he was having that sanitizer, so he used to use that, or recommended all people, as general we do, right, because of that coronavirus. But at last, even I surprised. I asked him like, "Did you get any call from government? Did you get any call from a hospital?" Because as per media, they kept on tracking if somebody is infected. You must be quarantined. He said, "Yeah, one day I got a call from the hospital and they were asking that, 'How are you?' Then I replied like, 'Okay, I am just quarantined myself. It's all right. I'm getting recovered almost.'" Right. So, by this event or by this real true experience, I got to know like the fear that we are terrified and we are scared of, always frightened of about coronavirus. It is not that dangerous that we think, yeah, my statement is not, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna say that we should not be alert or we should not think about that, we should not care about that. But the things that people exaggerate about this is not true. It is not that much, right? Because the incident he shared or the way he shared all idea, that gives me sense, or that anyhow makes me aware that it is not that much of dangerous, that people they are making it more horrible, right, and we are scared of. Again, it doesn't mean that I want to say that we should not be alert or we should not be aware. We should be aware. But that incident, that event, he also shared one thing like, anything you're gonna eat, it's not tasty. And when you sleep, then you don't feel to wake up. So you have to be aware. You have to alert somebody like they should take care of. They should wake you up, arouse you up to eat. because once you leave eating, or once you deny these all things, it makes you more, danger zone. So he follow all those home remedy. He didn't go to doctor. He didn't go anywhere. Only once he went to get checkup, and there he found that he is positive. So these all stories somehow teaches us and gives them some sense that this is not that much, you know contagious. This is not that much dangerous, that much terrible, that much danger that we are taking care. Yeah, even I'm thinking about that guy. I met him, it's been around 2 year when I used to work with him, more than 2 year. He is continuously on medicine because he is diabetic. So even I have heard many time in news, if you are diabetic, if you have some problem, you have already disease, so it means if it comes to you, there is more chance to die, right? But that guy, he is diabetic patient since long time, from a long time, but still he didn't face any challenge, right? And even the main logic, the main awareness that I wanted to share with you, and he shared with me, he said, if you say somebody, right, if you share with somebody that I'm corona positive, I am infected by corona, so what's happened here, people start making you scared of, people start calling you, people start coming to you, right? So once you say to somebody, you're not gonna die with the corona, you are gonna die with the fear. That fear increases, you know many times, that magnify your disease. So if you are scared of, or if you frightened, it means that virus, not that virus, any disease becomes more powerful, get more capacity, get ability to damage your part, get ability to harm in more time. So these all things make sense. And I thought, oh my god, the way I was experiencing, the way TV, I was watching TV, or going through the news, that is not that, that much terrible, that much horrible, or that contagious, that harmful, right? It is kinds of other disease, it's kinds of other virus. Even I have heard many podcasts, many news, great scientists, doctor, they have advised the same, like it's the same as other virus, right? So if you are scared of, you are thinking, you are frightened, you don't need to frighten, right? Only use these all stuff that I shared, or you can go, you can google giloy, Giloy. You will find a lot of remedy people make by that. But the main is the gada, that is the tea, right? Kinds of tea people make, use that, right? So basically if you use the vitamin C, that gives vitamin C, it cured you, or it cures you, right? So I thought, why shouldn't I share? Because I got it, so I should share with the other people, so that at least you should realize about this. Thanks.